So what we're talking about is breaking Moses' law and the punishment Moses set for it, right? But did God set it for it? No. That makes you self-righteous when you do that. That's what he means, right? If you punish the way he says, right? When someone makes a mistake, like be with the wrong person, say sex with a woman or a man, right? Depending on what you're into, right? Your solution is to what? Stone them, right? How does that help anyone, whether they're doing right or wrong or not, right? It don't, right? All you're doing, okay, is cause the husband was wronged, murdering the new couple because they had sex. Don't you hear what Moses is really saying? That's why Jesus, no matter whose wife the woman was, showed you to forgive the act of adultery and fornication. You did? Or you're missing the whole point of the story, right? But John is taking up the argument of murdering the wife and the child, right? I will cast her into a bed. And they that commit adultery with her shall die the death. And her children shall die the death. Don't you see the sarcasm and the hatred you're saying and all that, right? Because you're probably doing your wife wrong. If you do a woman right, most women don't try to cheat on you. Not even with a guy like me. Right, Maribel? And whatever's going on, though, right? I'm just trying to move on, too, right? It ain't like I'm not. I'm just not having a long-term relationship anymore, okay? Even if I'm having a bunch of one-night stands where I'm unsure of who I'm even with, right? It doesn't bother me that I don't remember the sex, right? What bothers me is I'm losing time and then you're trying to lie to me I didn't have sex, right? Bullshit. That's the only thing that can make me lose the time, right? See, if the girl came here to do the cable job, right? Was the cable fixed before she left? No. Well, what did we do for the 15 minutes she had to wait before she could even leave? Have sex? No, I don't remember. See? But she's around me for 23 minutes. And when she leaves, I catch her before she leaves, right? And I don't remember the full detail of our interaction, but I know we interacted. Right. I know we did something that bothered someone, and they removed my memory of it to a point. Right. Not the girl. She didn't even know that would happen, nor did I. Nor did I. We weren't planning on really doing anything ourselves, but the job to fix the cable, right? Right. That's why she was even coming there. It had nothing to do with sex. Unless, again, someone else made it about sex, and we did the sex the first time. Well, we didn't even show for that, but we can do that. Whether we did it or not. You see what I mean? But until you started showing your butt, right, or the women in the salon their butt, right, and started picking on the girl, right, that's when I started losing the time, right, because they were picking on her and wouldn't leave her alone about me, and I know, right, what they're saying, right. They're messing with her about me sexually to begin with, right. And I'm trying to tell her, well, you know I didn't come here for nothing but a nail job. I trust you, baby. Don't ever listen to those crazy witches or bitches, right? And if they're telling her I'm hard, I'm not hard, right? Or whatever they're telling her. I don't know. I don't speak the language, right? But I know they're messing with her in Vietnamese, right? Maybe, right? Because I felt like she was sexually responding to me when she went to start working on my feet and was right in my crotch area. You know what I mean? That too. But I want her to realize I just came in there for a what? Nail job. Not that she's not attractive to me. I'm sure if there's a problem, it's more I'm not attractive to her. I said attractive, right? But I would never, right, do anything to just hurt her, right? But why did I have to argue about it for 20 minutes with whoever came into the salon too, right? Did someone show up and start showing their butt, right? For 20 minutes, and then I came to again, and in 20 minutes I came to again. See, that's what I'm asking the person. Why did you even show up? But I never had that problem before, right? And what, you want to fuck her too? I mean, you're the one here alleging I want to have sex with her, and I don't know nothing about her except what she just told me a few minutes ago, right? Now, if she's lying to me, you know why. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, right? Whether we went to the bathroom or not, which is the part that was blacked out, maybe, part of the part, right? There's a possibility since there's the bathrooms right there on the right side of the damn salon, right? We could have went in there. I don't know, right? But if we did, it's because the women were messing with her, right? And I'm trying to let her know I'm a good guy. I just came in for the nail job. Don't worry about their craziness if they're messing with you about something sexual. And I'm trying to make her feel comfortable with me, right? Now, if she's comfortable enough with me to go into the bathroom or not, that's what I don't remember for sure, right? Right. That's all, too, right? That's it. But I do know normally it don't take me 20 minutes to explain that to a normal person. Even the girl next door at the restaurant, when I'm eating out there, unless they're taking me into the bathroom and then bringing me back to the seat, then I'll pick up eating from there. I was in there for an hour. Right? But I think I'm eating slow enough for it to equal an hour. Right. And, that too. But the only way we could have done something is if they're taking me to the bathroom, right? You can't do it in the restaurant. No one can. But the bathroom is a different area. It's for you to at least do number one or number two. And it's technically, legally, the only place you might can do it in the restaurant too, right? You understand the logic there. Especially a what restaurant? Right? But did I know? Do I think we had sex? I don't recall. Right? Just eating the food and leaving. That's a normal customer. Right? Now, I wouldn't mind, okay, the second part, but why don't I remember it, right? Again, you would have to be blacking me out in that store too, right? Because you want to punish me, I know. Someone has confused your idea of crime and punishment. Satan himself, right? Since the fall of Eden, I know. Now, it seems like he's making 613 laws for the Jews to not follow, because when you follow them and punish people for them, you become Satan himself, right? You're not to follow those laws, because you can't follow them, right? They're so out the wall crazy. You look back shit when you follow them. No. You see how crazy Israel looks sometimes. But at the same time, that's why other people like Hamas or whatever don't want to get along with him. Though, is it the law itself that's bad or good? Paul said, no law is bad or good, but to the point that it points out sin, right? Your mistakes or your errors. That's why it says a man shall not wear clothing that a woman should wear, right? And vice versa, a woman should not wear clothing that a man should wear. Well, what if you're a true hermaphrodite? You don't have androgynous clothing now, do you? But you say who would be androgynous but us in our true form from God, who's the Spirit, right? Last time I checked, the Spirit is both male and female. It's in everything. And its first form can be formed. How? By making it from scratch, right? When you make two one, right, and then let them divide into male and female, and they reproduce after their kind, right? You're producing a pure seed, a pure offspring. Unless Satan just had sex with everything to try and corrupt it with his body, right? Which is what he would be doing there, by the way. He's trying to corrupt us by his body. But is his body that corruptible that God would condemn us for the act of sleeping with him? Probably not. Probably not. That's why we still lived 1,000 years after we ate. 930 years for Adam and shortly after that for Eve, I guess, right? Because you watched your husband die, and you know you were told you're going to die too, right? Or did she die first because she ate first? We don't know. But again, the biggest problem is forgiveness of a mistake or an error, right? Now, I can tell you, no, I don't want to do something I like, you know. But if you come up after and I tell you, no, I don't want to do it with you, you're then breaking the law of the land, which says you cannot have sex with someone who does not consent to the sex, right? But you can with someone who does, right? So again, right? Though I have to forgive you as Jesus forgave all that happened to him before he was physically on the cross, right? That's why he was resurrected from the dead, by the way. Not because he condemned you, right? He even forgave the thief on the cross next to him, right? Though he also forgave the one who didn't ask for forgiveness too, right? You get it? Yes. But what are we doing? Counting the cost, counting the debt, counting every little mistake. I still owe the people who I bought the truck through $2,100 or more, right? That's why I'm trying to reason with Officer Martin. He messed up the accident report and getting to quit lying on me. When he wasn't even around, me or my ex-wife, when we were living together, right? For at least 4 months before I met her daughter. And then that was a brief encounter. Like I said, there's only 3 reasons she would even come in there to me. And they have to do with her, not me, not to blame her, right? But then all I can do is ask her who showed her that, and she does come in there to me, because that's not normal behavior for a 4-year-old, right? Even out of that. So who would coach her? Sal, Daphne, Grandma, Grandpa, Aunt and Uncle, or me, right? Who's just better. Less than 4 days ago. Before I moved back to base, right? I had no opportunity to mess with her, coach her, do anything but act as normal as I could around her. Now, if she's coming in there to me, though, what does that indicate? She feels comfortable with me enough that if she does, I'll bring her back to her mom. To me. That's what the whole story's about. I mean, what would you do? If you're sleeping on the couch and your stepdaughter woke you up in the middle of the night, well, tend to her needs. Like a good stepdad, not a bad dad. Dad. Who else would know? No one outside the family should know, like I said, unless someone attacked me on base and they're covering up there in the gay Navy then. Or maybe I made it to Pastor Thomas's church and we had a falling out because of everything he's been doing to me. He don't want to see how evil of a man he is through Pastor Davis's teachings, which are self-righteous false teachings. Right? You get that by now, right? He was teaching you his version of the Bible. What he liked in the Bible. Not the whole Bible. Mm-hmm. To jerk off with you. By the way. At least, jerk off with you. Hear that, church? Amen. You're calling an apostle of Jesus Christ. Wanted to jerk off with the men, but hid it from the women. But who knows what he's doing with us? I don't know. Is he teaching you fornication or marriage? Right. By the way. If he's messing with all of you and masturbating with you or not, or having sex with you or not, right? Who's the liar there? He is. He is. Now, do I think Jesus, though, himself was a pristine virgin? No. I think he might have even been with up to 7 women. And you can't handle that truth, because neither could the Apostle Peter. Right? And the Apostle Peter lied on Christ because he couldn't handle the truth of sex. What is the truth of sex? Unless someone catches you in the act, like with me and the girl who came to do the Comcast thing, we did not start out our relationship expecting anything different than to fix the damn cable. That's why she came over here. It wasn't to have sex with her. Unless I'm joking around with her and she took me up on the offer, right? So you know what I mean there too. And she would have to consent after that, right? Until she left, right? But it's like, we're having fun. We're not doing nothing wrong, but she still came out to do a different kind of a job, but why would she suddenly have sex with me anyway? Who knows, right? Her reasoning, if she did or didn't, right? Again, it's not a crime, though. Like Peter wants you to think it is, from his version of the Bible. The same thing about whoever wrote for Moses wants you to think all that. And all that is wrong. Whoever wrote it, whether it was the Elohimists, the Yahwehists, or the Deuteronomists, whatever they mean there. And that's because of the different names of God. But whoever wrote it knew Yahuwah was the divine name of God, right? I know. And they're emphasizing that name, right? Which is the feminine form. Even Yael, who slew the captain of the host of the Syrian army, right? And their chariot leader, right? Even Yael, hear her name, is not a man. And does not lie and repent. Yes, you do, ladies. You're not a perfect creature either. You can cheat on a man just as fast as he can cheat on you, can't you? Right? And if the girl's showing up and I'm in the back half dressed, I'm expecting her by 10 o'clock, right? And I would hear her pull up in the yard, right? Though I can also choose to ignore it. Normally, I don't. So I'm going to come from here, go around here, put on my shorts, and go answer the door. Whether it's a male technician or a female, by the way. Which I would not know until they showed up at the door. Now, once at the door, right? Now, either I beat her to put on the shorts or she beats me to the door, right? When she's coming to the door, too, right? I have to walk through a little bit of junk. Yeah, sure, whatever. And put on my shorts, right? To answer the door for anyone at the door. And everyone at the door. I normally show up dressed, right? Unless She said, don't worry about it. And I said, okay, are you sure? And she said, yeah, that's fine. And I go over and answer it half dressed. Still. And again, of course, I'm going to be embarrassed if I want to go put on the shorts, right? But what she did, she liked what she saw. She did something that got her attention. Alright, because again, once she's in the home, though, right? She's in the home. She might not have even had to knock on the door before I opened it, but if I was going to put on my shorts and she beat me to the door, she would at least knock on the door, right? Or ring the bell. Ring your bell. I'll ring your bell. Right. Different kind of bell, though. And again, I would start talking to her, trying to explain why I was so confused to show up to the door naked if I did. And that's all I know I would do. And whatever happened, though, 20 minutes later, she's leaving, right? 23 minutes later, she's texting Comcast she left the job, right? Uh-huh. That's all I know. I don't even remember her name. Just said it was a female technician, right? Okay, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, right? But nor can you because of the law of consent, right? Okay, so what? She's on the job and she's supposed to act professional and maybe we did something and we didn't, right? But still, I would give her a 7 for her overall attitude towards the job, right? She still tried to do the job, right? Even if we did something sexually or not, right? I'm not trying to embarrass her, right? Right. No. I'm trying to say I don't remember what all happened and I'm a little confused about it, honey. And I know you came to fix the cable, and I believe that's why you came, right? To fix the cable, not like me, right? Or have sex with me either. But I want you to know, whatever happened, I'm not mad about it, right? Right. Even if we didn't do that. Even if we did. Right? I'm cool with you. But I know it wasn't you who blacked me out. It was someone else, right? We both had an expectation that you were coming there to fix the cable, right? That's it. That was the only expectation there. Now, if something more happened, that's between me and you. That's in private, in my home, whatever we did, right? But if you didn't get around to doing the cable job, I would still give you a good rating for